So this little munchkin flew in last night. Hi, baby girl.
Thank you.
So just for the record, she's just 6 months now?
Nope, she'll be 8 months on
8
the
months,
8th.
sorry.
No, that's okay.
Should have known by the teeth. I'm trying to keep everyone's track from coming in and what's going on. Now, she's going to have 2 lessons today. So even at 8 months, I'm coming in, working on the pelvis, just, again, looking for the rotation. You can tell by the conversation we just had that vision's got to be a part of her program. Does that make sense to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
So just doing the knees, take feet. I'm just going to go in and look at the spine. And then under the shoulders. So now you can start to see the slight nystagmus. Does she, I'm saying this just for the group, and you don't have to talk, does she have any diagnoses as of now?
Yes, do you want to know all of them?
Sure.
Okay, so she's got a rare chromosome deletion. It's called C6q27. She's got CVI, nystagmus, hydrocephalus. She's got a smaller cerebellum, an absent corpus callosum, and absent septoplustum, and septooptic dysplasia.
You got that down pretty good.
Thanks. 8 months of practice.
Where do you live from?
We live in Minnesota.
You flew in from Minnesota.
Yes. That's amazing.
Yeah, well, this killer was too. This is what happens. I was just up there, you know what I mean? So, but,
Yep. I found out about her after one of my friends who has a kid with some issues went to go see her.
and she comes down in October.
She didn't tell me that.
That's okay, you can come back.
She just got it last week.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
so, not like she had it planned.
So it's not like she's known for a while.
No. That's okay. You got in, because you were willing to come in for class.
Yeah.
Because normally, because I'm losing the 5 days. Because
Right.
of today being Monday, and all of that, so you actually, that's why I squeezed you in. And that's why we were like, because otherwise, it would have been more like October, and she
Right.
needs it. So, it worked out. So any questions after just doing a basic assessment? I get it that I'm not scoring her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but honestly, every part needs to be worked on. Can you see that? Okay? That being said, oh my goodness, did you lose this? So now with her, I'm going to start describing more of what I'm doing. So again, I have the pelvis, this is what I'm going for. So again, you can just see just this, what? That light tilt, whenever you want to kick in. So I'm just going underneath her pelvis, again. See how I have my arm in, just like I was teaching you guys in the back and stuff. I'm using as much real estate of my system as possible. By the way, you too, if you have any questions, you guys, feel free. I mean,
Okay.
and
Yeah, I'll be your time.
so see here how this nice tilt is just about getting her knee to cross midline? I'm not going to go further than that because I haven't worked the chest yet. So see how the chest wants to stay up like that, even though I'm bringing that pelvis around. So again, for me to keep going, do you see how, her bottom's going but not the top per se? It's not synchronized. And that's okay.
She's fine with her dress too.
Okay. everything that I say I'm working on, I'm already working on changing it, even though I'm. What? So now, after I've got the pelvis going a little bit more, and I'm gonna come back in. Oh my goodness. And just start working that knee a bit. Hi. What you doing? It's the first time I'm actually seeing where she's trying to at least see what's going on down here. Hi. What? Oh, you've got footsies? Do you? Oh my goodness. See, again, I'm just using my face and kisses for any kind of thrust that she wants to do. It's there, very minute. But she's actually thinking about pushing on me. There she goes. But can you see when you do that, just that little bit, and you get into the central nervous system, to their systems, and they're starting to respond like, what you doing, lady? Now again, she might not necessarily, that's it, think that it's me, but she's playing with me. Again, she's just responding to stimuli. I like to joke, if you find a way to rip off my double chin, you're more than welcome. But I've yet to find a baby that's, oh my goodness, oh. Do you see how just that thrust changes the eyes, just that quickly? Don't get me wrong, I still have stuff to work on, but, oh my goodness. Mimic especially the vocal. Let them learn language. Now I know it's minute, but can you already see the difference just from that bit and just her contacting her thrust? So let's just see. So I'm here and here. See the difference? The left foot's just thinking about, so I press in and then she'll press back. See, she's responding to my stimuli. So I'm not just touching her, I'm giving her a light press. But on the right side, nope. So now go over here and see what happens. So same thing, look at even more so trying to get this knee past midline. And you'd think because she's going this way, oh, let's see now, she's like, oh, let's roll over. Can we wait just a little bit? Although if you roll over, that's fine. Right there's a little bit of a glitch. So what I mean by that is, see how nice she rolls, see how nice she rolls, see how nice she rolls, and stop. So I bring her pelvis back down onto my hand, my left, and then back off. There she goes. There. So now that the foot's coming up, let's just see. Come here. Yeah, those are your feet. Her doing this is much more important than me any day. So if a child goes for it, they get it. If I have to help out a little bit, that's fine too. That's it. So now it's the first time I'm getting to wag that tailbone. And see from this, because she's playing with her feet, then her shoulders are starting to incorporate with that.
And the chest is changing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, she looks like a little panda bear. Everything's just going into... And going to balance just the top of the pelvis on my fingers so she can feel that little teeter. That's it. Go along. Let's see if I pull. There we go. See how she's learning how to balance off the pelvis, bringing the feet long, and that's it. And then come back. So see, that's a way of initiating that transfer of weight versus her lifting her legs up. Don't. So that balance, I'm just here, so I elongate and then bring it back so she can, in a sense, teeter-totter and find a nice little point of gravity in through her bum. But the better she has gravity throughout the spine itself, or I should say a center of reference of movement, the more things she can do from it. So eventually you'll go here where you're more up the diaphragm, see? And then bring back down. And then back up the diaphragm, and then bring back down. So there's all different ways that you can go up and down the spine to create movement. And then you can do it side to side. So see how she goes to the right a lot better, and then to the left. So with that, I'm just going to come in now and start seeing if I can soften that chest. So you can see it here, come around. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions? You like by now, guys, you can just, you're more than welcome to pitch in, or, but if you don't, you're fine just watching. See how I use my arm though for the feet to work on just that extension and coming up through here. There we go. Now she's really starting to curl her bum. Oh, we're back to the feet. We're back to those feet. Notice she's getting quicker. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. She likes to suck her toes, I guess.
She's never been able to do that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, no.
She's getting there. There we go. Thanks.
That's your reward.
I swear, if it wasn't going to be so much work, I'd love to just do a video of just me getting attacked by gas, just like a whole bunch of I just think it would be funny. Your son would be in the video as well.
I was going to say for sure.
So now I'm just in here, just like I'm turning a doorknob kind of thing. And just looking to twist the spine.
And with your left hand, are you?
I'll go both ways, but yeah, if you're, so I'm just
Yeah.
countering. So be.
And are you on the opposite side?
Yeah. But that'll depend on the child.
Right.
this long. Give you an A for effort.
I know.
It's going to be a little bit harder. That's the one thing I do like about my work. Again, for kids that have visually impaired, that it would be nicer not to have all these fluorescent lights on, kind of thing. That's why I have the low lighting in my office. But she'll have a whole week of that anyway. That's it. The spine's just going.
What if you don't see any changes? Like, let's say 20 minutes or
Don't know if that's happened, but again, when you're doing that, you just have to. That's when you just do smaller. I would just be sitting here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I changed that. For near drownings, yeah. Near drownings are my toughest. The oxygen deprivation to the brain, the way it hits, I literally can spend a whole hour going, where are you, kid? Where are you? Yeah, for that. Because even though I'm not getting a visual response, let's say, or whatever, I'm still going to start like this. See how the counterbalance is there? She's now got 1 foot up, 1 foot down. She's starting to, be more quicker with her movements, asymmetrical. So I'm seeing changes. She's not going to say to me, "Oh, lady, that feels great," kind of thing. She's going to be responding with my touch. She's not crying. She's looking for me. If I do this, she's just fine, which is great, And so that's where you're in, even though it's not necessarily something I can teach you specifically. Like if I kiss her foot, this is all going to happen because that's going to change from client to client or kid to kid. But you should still see that nice little counterbalance start to come in, all those principles that you're trying to initiate. But like I said, you can, if you just sit there and go like that, and they're not, that's the non-responsiveness. And like I said, near drowning. So when people go, "Oh my gosh, they survived," I'm going, folks, you have no idea. Keep your kids away from water. I mean, it's just.
So when you work with my sister, like do you feel?
Well, with your sister, because she was, but what I felt with her is people that survive near drownings that way. When you fall into the pool and you have that first panic and everything's just going everywhere? With her, I actually felt that in her system. It's almost like a, like a wet dog shivering, that internal shivering when you're really cold and wet and stuff. And that's what I felt on her, and that's what I was like, all right, what happened? And then you brought up that she drowned. So
it's not like her body was tight or she was more like shaky.
it was tight. It was, and that's why I said this girl can't, she can't dance. I mean, she's, that coordination goes, she's just spastic. Because that spasticity was almost from her spine. And I hopefully helped take a lot of that out of it. Now to a point where she can start playing around with dance and trying to have it become a milestone.
Michelle, how do you do the pelvic work on an older child that doesn't have a diaper?
Well, it all depends. If they're not yours, then you're going to have to maybe go here again. Older meaning what? When they start maturing?
I don't know.
Well, when they
Just
start maturing into
for an adult.
malehood, if it's an adult, it would probably be more here, more here. So I'm not going to go anywhere in this area. I can come here and start doing it.
Or if it's me that with my kids, then I'm fine. But if it's
So,
maybe
right.
a provider with
Right.
I mean, my
Yeah.
kids are still young, but still, I mean, just wondering about that sort of
But again,
appropriate touch.
it for here, I mean, I'm not looking for even when I work on an adult, like if I have Bruce on my table, I'm not going, I have an adult male on my table.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? I don't even think that kind of way, but at the same time, you still want to be respectful. So same thing if I'm doing an abdomen or a visceral, I'll only go to the pant line kind of thing. I'm not going to go lower than that. But speaking of, when I touched here, she's very tight with the belly. Tight meaning more where she's probably had issues, constipation and stuff.
She's telling you about it.
Well, she doesn't have six-pack abs, so, you know, it's not, quote, cerebral palsy, but if you go in there, especially deep, she's...
What are you feeling?
Lack of motility, so it's especially in the intestinal area where she's very dense, very thick in a sense, tight. So what I'm doing is I'm pressing in and starting to twist because again, when you're just lying like this, how do you eliminate? It's very difficult. So you should do that as homework. Everyone lie on the table and try and go, you know, it's just, it's not something that's just, so when a child, again, especially if they're not breastfed or again, given the opportunity to have that left and right.
Or just having low tone.
Lots of issues, but when you're used to digesting like this and digesting like this and having stresses on the system. But you can see now how much more that she's available for. So let's see if she'll let me play with her head, but if not, she comes back at 2. So, again, normally I would not play with the head on the first date. I like them to like me, but she really has a sweet temperament, so.
That's good enough.
For now. Uh-huh. Do you see how soft and slow I am? So I'm just bringing the right side up and the left side down. That's it, baby girl, come on. Oh, there we go. See, that was what I was just talking about with that vision, you know, a half hour ago. See how the head's starting to tilt with her eyes. Same thing with the pelvis. I just had this nice little center. I found her little part she wants to rotate her vision off of. I'm just hanging out. Let her do the work. If she's doing the work, she's going to integrate it so much more faster than for me trying to tilt her head like this.
Because it looks like she actually started
Oh, yeah, no, she
Yeah.
is. Yeah, I'm just,
to like whisper, and then she's like, "Oh, really?"
Uh-huh. I hear.
oh my goodness. There we go. See, this again was her. That's okay, just find Stuart. Everything will be all right. Huh?
Let's go closer to her mouth.
Yeah. Her eyes are also improving too. Oh, she just turned her head like that. Oh, it's quite fast. It's nice to have on video because you go back and you're like, what the heck? Oh, she's bringing her hands together too.
That's crossing
Yeah.
them.
But see how she's looking for the feet?
Crazy.
Yeah. Did you see that? How she was like looking for her feet now? Also having the feet up like that too, that she's going in and out of it. There they are. They're getting in her mouth.
I'm tired.
No, but she's getting quicker. See how she's going in and out of the objects instead of just staying with one thing now for like, until she drops.
She likes
Yeah,
to
that was her first time too. Her back started to initiate to go up to the feet. I mean, obviously I'm helping her, but still. Just. But see again how this is all through the center. I'm not bringing her to the side, I'm just.
I just felt that. That was like a deja vu when I was on the table earlier this morning.
But for her to start finding that balance, see, it's not there yet. You see, I can't rock her back and forth. What?
I was just trying to figure out, she was looking up, and I was trying to figure out where she was looking.
There they are.
Now, she has a shunt, so I'm just lightly going around it, just to integrate it more into the system.
Which side is it?
It's on the right here, I've got my thumb on it, right off to the side of it, not on the shunt. That's it. Shunts are a lot like glasses. They'll put in an organism. There we go. Sorry, I make babies so miserable. You're gonna be tired from all this leg lifting, woman. There, see, I can. That's it.
She usually just little calm.
She's usually like this in the mornings, so for us right now, it's afternoon time for back in Minnesota. So this isn't normal at this time, but she's been not vocal this morning, so.
Wait, you were traveling? Oh, you came last night.
We came yesterday.
So now I'm at a point now where I can start. See where the bounce went? Just for a second there? Just settling it out. But now she's crossing the midline with the feet. The right hand's trying to grab the left foot. See how that's more difficult coming up to the side to do these things versus through the center. So I'll go back to the center just to reinforce it. I'm gonna try and go just. Ooh, who's on that side?
He walked to the other side now.
What?
He walked to the other side now.
This is awkward for her. Can you see it? Just so, so I'm going to go back where she's successful for now. Oh my goodness. So tired. You saw me do the same work yesterday with Fishy. I'm just trying to stimulate the jaw and bring the forehead over to the side. To the side. Right now I'm going to the counter, so I've left where. Now here I can tilt the pelvis and then bring it up into me. But see how I counter rotate that pelvis through my left hands. So what I'm doing here is I'm pushing down. Now, it would be very tempting at this stage to get her to roll over. Now, if she goes on her own, that's one thing. I'm not going to push it. She's getting a little pooped. I'm going, slowing down my pace, starting to do that detailed work. Because again, this is where self-soothing comes in. This is where she should be able to just start to learn to settle down her system. But again, she's here from Minnesota, her time zones are off. If it ends that, because I know I can play all week, if it's time to back off, I will. But right now, she's doing fine. I stopped messing with her face too. Usually if they're tired, some of them like it where you stroke the brow and then it makes their eyes really heavy, but other ones are like, get off my face, lady.
So it dropped on the floor, I washed it off. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. Come in now, see if I can get into the chest cavity. I don't want to interrupt her arms from playing. And by the way, despite everything too, she's doing great keeping her arms up and stuff. She really is not showing any issues of, feet again, feet again. That's what was making you poop though. Shall I help if you want them? I will help. No, you good?
I tricked her.
Yeah.
That's bad, isn't it?
See, this way she doesn't have to keep lifting. If that's what she wants to do to play, then I'll just keep her in the lift a little bit. Enough for her to breathe, that kind of thing. What was that? You think? And then notice the counter too. I think you're going to be able to keep your blue eyes. What do you think? Are you going to keep them? There's very few of us out there. Oh, you're getting sleepies. Yeah, I know. Probably sticking the fingers down the throat are not a good idea.
She does it all the time.
Need more protein. She's swallowing her fingers.
So now still here, I haven't worked on the one side, so. Yes, no? Notice now to the right versus to the left still. So see that? I'm just gonna start offering a little bit, but again, she's at the end now, so. Now we'll have to work on handles, huh? Is that enough? What do you think? Huh? Is that enough? Yeah. Yeah. You did really well. Maybe they're not blue. I guess they're more green. What do you think? Did I kiss that foot?